Right, hello again and welcome back to the channel. Right, we're going to delve into some of these sales figures. The sales figures in the UK are out now for May, and I just wanted to have a little look at them, and it's quite interesting. One brand dominates it so much, but there's some other interesting little things going on as well. So we'll get down the road and I'll tell you all about that. Yes, thanks once again for joining me. We've got lots going on here in the road, haven't we? I don't know what's happening. Thanks for joining me though, and as I said, a little look at the UK sales figures, and there's no doubt that one brand absolutely dominates it. I've got a little crib sheet down here, by the way. I don't usually do this, but as we're talking about numbers, I've got a little reminder, so forgive me for that. But so the stats are out. I will put some of the stats on the screen so you can see it either now or at the end. But let's look first at the big one, the brands, the overall brands that are dominating the market. And number one, the manufacturer that sold more bikes in the UK than any other, and that is, as usual, I think, that's Honda. Yes, Honda in at number one. Now the other two I'll mention is number 2 and 3, and that is Yamaha at second place and Triumph in third, but almost the same numbers with those two. Incredible, really. Just go off on a side here. Incredible how successful Triumph have been, isn't it? To make themselves now up there with the second highest seller in the UK, and the figures, actually, one interesting little figure that you can sort of extrapolate from the numbers is that Triumph sold almost 3 times as many bikes in the UK last month than, would you believe, Royal Enfield? That's what the figures tell us, and I think that's quite astonishing, isn't it? And the other thing that from the list, as I said, I'll put them on the screen and show you the top figures, but right down in 10th now is Suzuki. Are Suzuki a serious motorcycle manufacturer anymore? You'd have to ask yourself that, wouldn't you, in some ways? You know, once one of the big four, 10th now, down in 10th place. Right, we'll have a look a little bit closer now. And the best-selling bikes in the CC category, they're obviously categorised in certain ways, and the one is in CCs, obviously engine size. Now these are split into 6 bands, and in this, Honda are top in 4 out of the 6 bands. Incredible, really, again, showing the domination of Honda. The other way that the stats are broken down is into type of motorcycle, so adventure motorcycle, sports bikes, classic bikes, and in that, yes, 8. There are 8 different bands, and Honda are top in 5 out of the 8 of those bands. Again, extraordinary. And 2 of the bikes in that, which is quite interesting, is the new Honda Hornet 1000, which are top of the naked bike category and one of the best-selling bikes in the country at the moment. And in the classic section, interestingly, perhaps not surprisingly, the GB 350S, which has outsold every other motorcycle in that category also. And of course, as usual, Honda also dominate the scooter section with I think it's a PCX 125. So again, it's overall a story of Honda domination. But just a little takeaway from that is Suzuki. What is it with them? Are they taking motorcycling seriously? Obviously, they've got some new models out. They're new, based around the new 800 engine in the GSX 8S and the adventure bikes, and it's a cracking engine, and you know how much I love that engine. But their sales figures, they actually sold half as many, very roughly speaking, half as many as Kawasaki, and a quarter of Yamaha sales figures. That they've fallen right out of the picture at the moment as a top 5, shall we say, seller of motorcycles in the UK. They really have. What's going on there? And then Royal Enfield. I think the sales figures were in the 300s. I'll show it on the screen, I can't remember exactly, but to sell roughly only a third of the amount of bikes that Triumph are selling at the moment, in that 1 month, that's really quite surprising, isn't it? It is to me. Is there a change going on in the market there? A Royal Enfield possibly not quite the heavyweight they once were in the UK. Certainly those figures would seem to imply that. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Now there's one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is I want to show you a little piece of film. I'll put it on now, and I'll let you watch it. Just bear with me, because you might think, what the hell's this got to do with bikes? But just bear with me for a minute and just watch this little piece of film that I managed to sneak off the internet. Have a look at this. Yes, well, as you could see, that was a rocket taking off, reaching quite an altitude, and then coming back and landing itself. Obviously we saw this, we've seen this recently with SpaceX doing this, Musk and Bezos, isn't it, battling away there. But this wasn't in America. The piece of film that you just saw was actually shot in Japan, and the company that built that rocket and made it land again, yeah, you guessed it, it was Honda. That's a Honda rocket. Again, just shows the scope and the ability and the strength of that company. So I thought it was quite interesting. Right, we're here at the cafe again. That's my little rundown of some of the sales figures. As I said, I'll leave them on the screen for you to have a look at. Oh, it's busy today. And we've got a couple of caravans in the field. Oh, they're actually mowing that last time I was up here. It's very nice. So that's all from me. Thanks for joining me. Tell me what you think of the sales and the way they're going in the different brackets and the different manufacturers. It's quite interesting, isn't it? As I said, Suzuki, what's going on there, and particularly Triumph, doing exceptionally well, as they always seem to. So there we go, I'll park up here. That's all from me. Thanks for joining me, as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.